Good afternoon, everyone. We are here in Sunless Seas, and we're gonna start a new game. I'm sure about it. Captain's making. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but it opened a vast black ocean to you. Welcome to the undersea. Choose a path, decide who you were and what you want to be. You now lodge in a room above the blind hillsman. Okay. Who were you? Now you're a captain. Now you belong to the undersea. But who were you before? A street urchin, a poet, veteran of the campaign of the 68, an ordained priest, a natural philosopher. I was a street urchin. Your urchin gangs cast you out when you grew too tall. You took to sea rather than graduate to larger crimes. That last big score was enough to buy a ship. This will give you a bonus to Bales, the skill of subtlety and evasion. Low cunning on the high seas. Your friend, another Longshanks, knows a little of gunnery, only a little, but she can help. Talk to her to find out why she wants to see. You were a street urchin, now you are a sea captain. Your a stranger quality has gone. Welcome to the world. You have gained 10 echoes. You now have 1 Longshank gunner. You have gained 25 bales. Someone is looking for passage. A Longshank is a recent graduate for the urchin gangs. But where did she learn to fire a cannon? Oh, I know where. There you have a cannon. Speed, stealth, deception. Decrease the range at which enemies will spot you. Continue. I can move the journal? Yes, I can. Choose an ambition. What does whining mean? Whining. What does winning mean to you? I'm recording this, aren't I? Or I am not. I am. Perfect. I'm sorry. Let's go on. Your father's bones. Your father was lost at sea. You never knew him, but you have often dreamed of him. Find and return his remains to London for a decent burial. Immortality. Eternal life sounds like something you'd enjoy, and it's said that the presbyter, the ruler of the elder continent, has lived forever. Fulfillment. Gather 100 tales, learn all you can of the sea, write a masterpiece, and retire. Wealth. You know how it is to be poor. Now you want a mansion, servants, fine clothes, a family perhaps, a private kingdom. You need impossible one. You can choose this now, but you may find an opportunity to switch to it later in game. Establish a colony where you can, when you are absolute ruler, a utopia perhaps. Perhaps. I want wealth, mansion, all of that shit. The other sea is full of riches, death and darkness too, but it's worth the gamble. A last scrap of paperwork. Captain, an irregularity with the Harbour Master Office. They wish to know what term of address do you prefer shore? Captain will do perfectly well ashore as well as the sea, thank you. Captain! It is! Captain it is! A last piece of advice. Explore. Take chances. This captain will probably die. The sea is hungry, but each captain passes one lesson to the next. Now, let's see what we have. I think we should have more. How do you say? I believe. Oh, this one is me from Fallen London. This guy, this creaky, this gentleman here is a Casanova and an hedonist. I know him well too. I know him well too well. The name of this captain will be Patrick, and it will go to sail. Fallen London, deep, dark, and marvelous. All voyages start here, and this is where successful voyages end. London, she's the greatest city on the undersea. Your lodgings. Here you may catch up with your correspondence, rest, or retire altogether from seafaring life. A submarine tutorial. Welcome, delicious friend. Advice for captain. The much lamented passenger. Someone in the docks want to hear from you. What? Where am I? Here you may catch up. A submarine tutorial. No. Advice for captains. Advice for captains. The much lamented M. de Moux found a watery grave long, long ago. Probably your end will be no better. But if you read this book of invaluable advice, your chances will improve. On endings and beginning, on exploration, on mercy, on machines, on finding places to explore, on fighting, on stories, on terror, on new stories. Sell this book! On endings and beginnings. Captains often die. This is not the end. When you die, you will learn lessons which will help you survive next time. Beware, the layout of the undersea changes with each new captain, but home waters are stable, and islands will only move so far. Legacies. Future captains can inherit some skills, officers, equipment, and money. Over time, you will find extra items and advantages that allow you to preserve a great inheritance. On exploration. Exploration is the heart of the game. Risk brings reward. Staying close to London is safe, but eventually you will run out of fuel and supplies. Exploring and playing port stories will allow you to find secrets and echoes. Spending secrets and echoes. Speak to your officer to spend secrets on improving your abilities. Spend echoes on equipment in ports. You can often find officers in London. On mercy. Unforgiving mode is how the game is meant to be played. One autosave, update it whenever you reach port, and wipe on death. If you're getting frustrated or want a more leisure exploration, you can switch to merciful mode. Saving or loading manually will permanently switch your character to merciful mode. This will remove the Invictus token. Completing a game with the Invictus token intact is a badge of honor. On machines. Your prone lamp dispels darkness, reduce terror increase, allow you to find sea marks. Your engines, of course, drive the ship forward into the night. Both your prone lamp and your engines use fuel. More powerful engines use more fuel, but all lamps use fuel at the same rate. Try not to run out of fuel. Know that the Admiralty will compensate you with fuel for port reports. Okay. On finding places to explore. Use your Sea Bat Scout. Technically, it's a Chiropter scope, but we're among friends here. Press C or click the Sea Bat without button at the bottom of the screen, and it will tell you where the nearest undiscovered island is. Be aware, if you're moving, it will give you less accurate directions. Pause to get the most accurate reading. On fighting. When your enemy is in the arc of your guns, you will see the firing solution. The glow around the fire buttons increase. When it's complete, let them have it. You can fire early if you like, but may miss. Larger ships may have access to different gun slots. Avoiding enemy attack. A green glow means your enemy is in the light. Enemy ships also have an arc on their guns. Try to stay out of their way. Enemy sea bats will generally try to ram you or bite you, and they will submerge between times to avoid your attacks. If you are careful and turn your lights off, you may also be able to sneak up behind them and get a shot in first. On stories. Tell me more! When you put into port, you can generally explore and exhaust the story options until your next visit. If you have a something waits you quality when at sea, you know that more stories is awaiting you when you make port. It will crop up whenever you're sailing around. If you see a flavor message like distant bells, that means you have something awaits. On terror. Terror increases gradually over time while you are out at sea, away from land. Watch the school. When you see orange or red pips, terror will bump up if you spend too much time in the frightful place. Many events will increase too. Well, you see, you sure live in London or in other ports, but London is most cost effective to reduce it. Lots and lots of other stories increase or reduce terror. On new stories. We will add new stories to the game from time to time. You can download them from the main menu. Registering on Fallen London. You need to register an account with our system to download stories. Coincidentally, this also gives you a login on our odd, rich, cold browser game at Fallen London. You should definitely give it a try if you liked the world of Sunless Sea, but it's 100% optional. I love it, but I don't have a credit card, so I can't buy the exceptional stories, and I'm too deep in Fallen London and I don't know what to do next. I need fate, and I need the exceptional stories. Sell this book. You're a better captain, and require no more advice? Very well then. Perhaps not. A passenger, someone in the docks, wants to board your ship. Agree to carry the unsettled Salvador to Benderbight. She visits Wolfshark every day in sea-staining rags, behind for passage. No captain will look her in the eye. Go, I will take her with me. Welcome aboard. She embraced you. I do kiss you, but my beloved is prone to jealousy. We were parted, but the ancient captains at Benderbight will know where she is. Oh, I'm a little... Okay. You're locked. Here you can catch up with your correspondence, etc., etc. Very well. Rest in a room above the blind hell's match. Locked. Furniture and elegant townhouse. Locked. How many echoes? 1,000. Consider retiring for sea life. Okay, I need back to the rest of the city. Let's see, what's the week? The Ghanite is trader in war, there always are. London colonies on the Carmelian coast want independence, they always do. The Undersea, the paper reports, has undergone another alteration. Not yet it hasn't, you don't know. Oh, a promotional coupon for Mr. Plenty Provisioners for a half cask of salt herrings. You could use that. You have in one supply. Cool. That's awesome. Back to the rest of the city. What's waiting you, London? Or you could go to London. Car on the right. Continue. Visit the Admiralty Survey Office. They will pay for information from sea captains. Find out what and how. The Admiralty, picket fleets, and intelligence networks are long gone. The Survey Office pays sea captains a small sum for recent information. Ask if there is anything in particular they need. Well, if we can be assured of your discretion, ask to speak to higher authority. Do you have an appointment? Leave the army. You don't have anything else for us? This port. Speak to our agent there and return. We'll see that you're well. Visit the port below and return to London. You can check the details in your journal at any time. Retrieve strategic information from the Iron and Misery Company founding station, somewhere not far from home waters. Okay. Ask to meet once you have proven yourself, perhaps. Survey report and return to win Admiralty approval. Okay. Leave the Admiralty. Out into the foggy street. Turn your collar up. Visit the University of Fallen London, where they study the alphabet of hell. I remember I studied, and I left at that university, but not on fire. I left quietly. I still remember. I wanted to burn it, but I didn't do it because I was a good guy. Well, another thing. Hire on more crew. Sensible sailors are looking for a safe run to the Tom colonies, or at least same run to the southern archipelago. You will need to buy drinks, spread out hiring fields, look for daredevils. Unlock with 30, you have 60. Unlock you have 9. Put your ship in dry dock for repairs or some other purpose. Offer passenger to Tom colonies. An emigrant will pay to be taken north to Penderbite. Yes, you have now 1 Tom colonies. It's oddly difficult to die in fallen London, but when a Londoner is too tatty and wrecked to leave, they wrap themselves in bandages and take ship for the Tom colonies. Your crew card, these ones are born in padded coffins. They will sleep there until their journey is done. The Tom colonies is in your hold. Take them north to the colony of Vendigan and sell them there. Technically, passengers rather than goods, but you never know it. But you never know it to talk to them. They will pay their passage to the Tom colony. Sell them there. Take the colonies to Benderbright. That's a place where actually exiles go. Adopt a Blemigan galley banter. A Blemigan sits atop a pillar crate, clicking and whistling at captains as they come near. More than Blemigan. A polite bow. Oh, it's a mushroom? You extend your hand and the Blemigan leaps on. Its tendrils entwine with your fingers, and it cheated it quietly. It meets your gaze and bobs its thumb in greeting. It's very small. It is all enough for naval service? You're pretty sure its mustache has been drowned in pen in an attempt to look older. As you approach your ship gangplank, the creature flaps and vibrates with apparent happiness. The bosun wishes as you bring it aboard. Okay, you have taken you. What a quaint little mushroom. I love London for this. Okay, I don't think I have anything more to do. Whoa, what the? Your journal. Your journal. Objectives and story progress on the right hand side. Mouse. Okay. Okay. Curiosities. Invictus token. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Advice for captains. Recent news. Outlying colonies are often eager for this. We have 6 supplies, 10 fuel, engines. Okay. My journal. Mariner, you know something of the Odyssey. I know nothing of the Odyssey, and I play Fallen London, and I have a shack of pleasure there. I rabble with Mr. Wines in my free time. I do all kind of shit. I am an hedonist, goddammit, and an explorer. Especially an explorer. I love exploring. Quality of lodgings. A room about the blind helmsman. Where do you hang your hat in London? Your past destination. All of this is my journal. Objectives. Ambition. Return to life of luxury. Blah blah blah. Miscellaneous. Almost safe. Dreams of a lady. Bound for Birmingham. Okay. The unsettled Salvador is willing to sail far to find her. Under the sea. Under the sea. I'm gonna sing that. Mirrors and pages. Left click to drag or right click to speak to them. Sign off and give ability bonus. Oh, look at that. I can talk to this. It lies across your decks like a lumpy scarf. Play with your ferret. Attract his attention. Perhaps not. Wait, get back. Like quaint little mushroom. Mirrors +3 and pages +2. This one has 1 heart. I prefer to have the little mushroom. Oh my god, it's so cute. I'm going to speak to it. Look at it! It has drawn with a pen! Enter through your blending gum. It has made its home on the shelf in your cabin. It has will and S from loose journal pages, the engineer's scarf, and a possibly pilfered map. You can see the intention of a porthole on the rim of its cap. It must have been pressing its face to the window again. It's bored. Entertain your flame again. A tickling thing. The very flays and screams as you tickle it. Its high-pitched warble is almost certainly giggling. When you stop to check that you are not actually hurting it, it wraps its tendrils around your finger and pulls your hand back. Apparently, it's enjoying itself. Oh my god, that was amazing. I love it. Okay, that was it. That was all I wanted to do. I want to go back here. Longshark Gunner. A longshark is a resident. I already read that. Alright, Captain. What the Jar wants me to shoot at now? The longshark gunner is not the most distinguished of the officers, but she will do until you find someone better. Proposition, the longshark gunner. I always liked you, back when we were still the rooftops. Oh, that sounds like a lot of history. I love it. I love it. You need iron 71, you have 26. The gunner has grown bored of solidly. Ensure your iron is at least 20 points higher than your bales. Spending a second will improve your iron, but no higher than 50. I will swap her. Ask her what she wants in life. Can's Shadow! It's like the fleet at sea, right? No one to tell you what to say or do, and no one to kick you downstairs, just 'cause you got a little bit dull. I will be a faithful officer, but put me ashore at the Shadow, and I won't forget you. Can's Shadow is east of the Canite proper, in the east central Undersea. Canite. You want to go to the Canite? Why do you want to go to the Canite? Well, I guess. The shops. Here you can buy fuel, supplies, ship equipment, and trade goods. Shop are displayed on the left. Click one to see what it wears. Okay. There is fuel, a flare. Flares may be used to reveal your enemies, increase the speed of your firing solution. Supplies. Foxfire candles. We have all made mistakes. If only those mistakes could be left in the dark. I don't know what it does. Supplies. Fuel. Advice for captains. I can sell it for 50 echoes. Solasafret? In smaller quantities, delightful and refreshing. In large quantities, is one of the nicest ways to die. Oh god, why? Wolfshark's Exchange. Trading in common goods will only learn slim profits. Sake of opportunities. Okay. I could trade mushroom wine. Firkin of prisoner honey. It's amazing. I love the idea of the prisoner honey. Sack of dark drop coffee beans. Crate of human souls. Balls of spider silk. Bale of parabolism. Okay, Mr. Carroll has found trading in common goods will only earn slim profits. Seek other opportunities. I could buy some of these. Maybe I could buy this and sell it in the... I only buy 2 casks. Okay. London currency is the echo. To earn money, explore the mine and bring back reports and treasures. You can trade too, but exploration and tourism are much more profitable. Okay, I have bought 2 casks. The finest output of the Griffin Shroom Sharks. Carroll's naval surplus. Torpedo components. Weapons. More weapons. The dangerous jovial Mr. Fires manufactures the most intimidating, least cheerful twisted device. See, Mr. Fires is like that. The Iron and Misery Company. More powerful engines consume more fuel. Okay. Baltimore House of Vision. Okay. Available ships. Your current ship. Lightning class steamer. Hull weight. Quarters 10. Deck auxiliary bridge engines. I could buy this one. It's more little actually. This one is Possibly there is a reason you might want to sit to see in a boat the size of a dining room table. Possibly. Okay. Setting sail. Click the launch button to leave port. E. E. Okay, we're going, and I'm scared. Okay, the Tom colonies are up north. I need to go there. Use the W twice to repeat max speed. Tap S to slow down or reverse, and use other to steer. Okay. Out to the sea! Out to the sea! I have found Badstender's abyss. Okay, I'm entering fragments. I don't know what they are. What is that? Low Barnet. Something get down there. Are there drownies there? Hunter's Keep. Oh, Hunter's Keep! I know Hunter's Keep. I know who is there. I know the ladies that are living there. I want to go with them. I have done some things in fallen London, and I know where I'm going. Waist left on the side of the ship, far below something moves. Okay. Oh shit. Doc! E! Oh my god, I almost died. Hunter's Keep. A hump of dark rocks, swathed in mist like 100 other undersea islands. Present yourself at the house. You stand at the dock as the sea nudges the ship's sides. An unexpectedly warm breeze carries the faintest trace of lavender. Present yourself at the house. They will have heard your ship come in. Why hide? A maid with smoldering topaz eyes shows you into the parlor where 3 young women awaits. A visitor, the youngest cried. The next youngest chuckles. The eldest sighs. Do excuse the indecorum, she says. Visitors are rare. You are very welcome. I am Cynthia. The noisy one is Phoebe. The cheerful one is Lucy. You are in good time for lunch. Will you join us? You are acquainted with the sisters of Hunter's Keep. Waves slap the side of the ship. Far below, something moved. Luncheon with the sisters, Cynthia, Lucy, or Phoebe. Or give them the news. Why I can't. Locked, damn it. Reckoing through the island, plodding cliffs, soft green lawns, a well tucked away in the fall of the grounds. Anything else? Let's go with Lucy. The middle sister is sunny, restless, prone to giggles. I love giggle girls. Love Lucy. I love the 3 actually. Fallen London people. Fallen London makes you love every character. Lucy leans over and whispers to you confidentially. A complex story about a butler, a pig, and an inheritance. You don't follow all the details of the plot, but somehow the pig ends up in an attic and the butler in a vicar's bed. Candlers flickers, dishes enter and leave, and the wind bats gently at the window panes. By the time the plum pudding arrives, you are as cheerful as you have been in months. That's all for now. You will find a story when you next make port. You will receive this from the damage to Sunless Sea. You are cancelled with the Sisters of the Hunter Keep. You have eaten 1 supply, you have lost 28 hunger, and you now have the Ghost of the Sea Stone's attention. Hunter's Keep. News! News! Even when the sisters aren't feeling sociable, they can be tempered out of their lair if by the smell of news stories. You ask the sulphur-eyed maid to carry a few hints of your news to the sisters. Oddly enough, she comes back with a message that their headache are cured, and you're invited to lunch. Lunch with the sisters. I will lunch with Phoebe. Phoebe is soft-voiced, watchful, and unpredictable. Phoebe has a story to tell you, of two lovers parted by water, of a raven that carries messages, of a fragment of the moon. She beats time on the table as she speaks, as if to a song only she can hear. The effect is hypnotic. Your attention drifts out to the skylight of the dining room, to the false stars glittering the roof of the cavern. You drift like a puffball spore. The other sea shimmers below. Islands lie like mineral specimens of black velvet. Ships bob like wood chips between the islands. Vast spiny things pulse in the depths. There is a scent like the scent before a storm. The storm came, says Phoebe quietly. Everything changed. Somewhere in there, you finish the last course. The scolding maid reluctantly serves cheese and bad Oliver's biscuits. I have been more surprised. Prime remains unchanged at 150. You can now the gods of the sea storm's attention. Ships rarely come here. Nothing changes. Even the waters. Even the weather. The house is the heart of the island. The island. How do you pronounce it? The house and the sisters. But the Admiralty may be happy to know that nothing changed, at least. Continue. We have done everything we have to do here. Let's go out of here. Out to the sea! Out to what? Low Barnet. What happened in Low Barnet? Why is all synced down? Out to the sea. Out to the sea. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? I need to leave. Oh, damn it. You come encounter an opponent. The red arc shows the range of your deck weapons. Keep the enemy in range while your crew works out the firing solution. This will happen faster if you keep the enemy in your prone light. The deck gun will be high then as your crew make progress toward the firing solution. Press pairs or close the tutorial to continue. Cool! I hit you, baby. I hit you again, baby. Damn it! That was bad. Fire! Yeah! You receive fun when you discover new places. Acquire enough of them, you will gain a secret. You can use secrets to improve your captain skills by talking to officers or something like that. Suffer 4 damage. For what? Claiming your prize. Congratulations, you have defeated your opponent. Move to the side of the enemy's sablet to save something. Headlights. The prone light can be turned on or off, leaving in or restoring you gain terror, but make more visible to enemies. Okay, close, I get it. The ship is yours. What will you do with her? She's a vile old vessel, and these seas aren't safe. Take what you can and move on. Lean pickings. These pinnacles don't sail far from their hidden harbors, but here's something at the back of the hull. You have finished opening a cache of curiosities, a grove of mysteries. Open it. Scout crate. Crates, the source of sustenance, the fundamental element for cargo. A crate of fuel. Coke, like coal, but more so. Coke, like coal, but more so, as the Department of Internal Refactions will have it. You have gained 1 fuel. In total, 8. Close gas tier. Cool. Davis Bay. How do I turn off lamp? The Tom colonies. I guess I arrive. Carrison's Point. Okay, I'm here in the place. All clear. Horseman's Stag. What the frig is this? Tanakchuk. Okay. Fit the crew. Okay, I did that. And dock. The trouble with Tom colonies. You have brought this decaying emigrant north. Now what? Help out an immigrant. Your Tom colony's passenger yanks off her badges. She looks remarkably healthy for a Tom colonist. I'm not as dead as I look, she confesses. And I won't get ashore without your help. Yes, the constables are looking for me back home. Is that a problem? Huh. Damn. Make no promise of discretion. Keep your nose clean. You will drop her off the dock, as you promised. And after that, it's her problem. So, I can help out, or I can just throw her in the dock. I can help her. Why not? Muffled oars. You slip your furtive passenger past the skin check post and the confirmation of consolation. Thanks, Captain, she remarks casually. Let me teach you a couple of tricks, just in case you do this again. And here's a little hush money. 200 echo! You have one bail. You have 1 minute's suspicions. Oh, you rascallion! This will skill as you conduct crimes activities or have contact with rough sorts. The higher your suspicion, the more fiercely the excise will search your ship. You have lost 1 Tom colonies. Continue. The Tom colony of Vanderbite. On deck, you can hear the sound that 1,000 bandit dead make as they shuffle and cough. It's something like the world's most resentless concert audience, or the world's most plague-ridden cathedral. Find ancient captains to pick to the Sunless Chevalier. It shouldn't be too hard. What else they got to do around here but molder? Too many things to do. Explore Vanderbite. Here they favor candlelight over gaslight. The shadows are swinging like cobwebs. The Tom colonies stand still enough to be mistaken for sculpture until they last or cough. 1 building in 3 seems abandoned. 1 building in 3 seems abandoned. Explore. The Carmine Chapel. A little chapel stands alone. You poke your head through the door. The walls are deep red, just this side of scarlet. A ruby-tinted window at the back glows with steady light. An electric lamp behind the glass? Rare and expensive, but this is no gaslight. No one is here, and yet you have the sensation that only a moment ago someone must have been. Leave. This shade of red will be unsettling enough in a dowager parlor. Doubted on the walls of an empty place of worship? Nothing cheerful will happen here. Make an offering. Drop a coin into the empty offering box and pray to the powers of this place, whoever it might be. Search the place. What can you find? Your mirror's quality gives you 56% chance of success. Go. 100. There is an altar, a block of basalt. There are pews, a pulpit. No Bibles, no hymn books. The stained glass window in the red of cochineal. An inscription on the lintel of the floor reads, "For I was 100 and ye gave me meat." That is all. Your crew are eager to leave. No one looks back. You succeed in a mirror challenge. The higher the quality, the higher chance of success. You have gained 20 fragments. You can gain 1 terror. That's all for now. Find ancient captains to speak to the unsettler Salvador. I remember I have something to do. Visit the first curators. Sea captains! The first curator give audience. The first curator is responsible for the presentation of the Tom colonies. It has been here much longer than London, like all the oldest Tom colonists. But even Tom colonies dissolve in the end. It's time it's close. The curator's end no more than 0. Gather gossip. Who's plotting what out in the Tom colonies? Along the coast of the Undersea, it's remarkably hard to die. The decrepit and nearly dead who leave London become Tom colonists and settle here in bandaged peace. But they don't give up their ties at home or their politics. You're rather a haul of complex clues, enough to keep contacts in London interesting. I have a port report to bring the ground. It won't be too hard. What else they got to do around here but Mulder? Find ancient captains. Terrible bad luck. An assortment of decrepit sea captains gather around her, compelling by tradition, honor, or boredom. She picks her nails and closes her eyes when at last she speaks. I want to find Lady Black. The captains that can run, do. The rest shuffle away as swiftly as they are able. Only one remains behind. How long were you down there? He asked. 20 minutes, she replies. The captain puts his hands on her shoulder. Seek the house of the keel in Polytreme, he says. But if you can forget her, do. It's possible. He embraces her and departs. Bound to Polytreme. Okay. This is the first curator. Whoa, what happened? No more light. The obsequious steward cautions you. The curator is terribly afraid of moths. He opens the door, and you step into near darkness. A pair of luminous lamplighters buzz in a latticed ivory tube. There is no other source of light. A bandaged shape no larger than a child's lie crumbling on a couch. It lifts its head with obvious effort. It takes several seconds for you to distinguish its voice from the soft buzz of the bees. Listen to a whispered request. Ask about the Grand Sanatorium. Accept the commission. Depart for now. Sea captain, silkskin, not much left of me. I will go into the Grand Sanatorium. Bring me colors, 7 colors. Pay well. Ask about the Grand Sanatorium. One hears the name whispered, here and there in the arcades of Benderbright. A long, low chuckling. Oh, silkskin, you don't want to know. The chucklings become gah. We don't die here below, not unless we go to the sea. So we needed something else, somewhere to end. Okay, so you need Cosmogone, Irigo, Pelican, Stewart has list. Find them here and there across the wide Black Sea. Accept the commission. Oops. Thank you, this poor flesh thirsts for colors. No more words. It collapses, rustling, back on the couch. Even the effort of speaking seems to have diminished it a little. The audience is over. As the door opens, it shrinks from the finger of light that reaches across the floor. Outside, the obsequious steward nods. The book? Yes, the book. He hands you a slim, illustrated volume. The curator is old as dust. We will all be grateful if you do it this one last favor. A wakes up Ocean, the blue of memory and brightest color. C lights Cosmogone. The fecund, the foetid, the fungal, these flourish in the glow of cosmogony. A page from the Nidwun. Gant. Ye is lost in Gant, which can remain when all other colors are eaten. Gant can be found where shadows are mirrored. E is for Irigo. No one remember why Irigo colors the forgotten corners of home. P drowns in Pelegin, the color of the deepest sea. B marks violent when blood is shed in a spiral place. Violent ink is employed for the most desperate treaties. Behind your mirror, B names Birik, the color of shallow sleep. Continue. Okay. Let's get out of here. I think I'm done. I don't know if I have anything nice to do. Journal, officers, shops in here. What do we have? Oh, look at that! It actually sells for more than the other one. Take it. Foxfire candles, 30 and it costs 25, I guess? I could buy fuel or supplies, but I think I have enough. Memory of distant shores. At the university and in the Tom colonies, they will pay you well for histories of her. Tom colonist. I believe I have one. Didn't I? Shipyards. Ooh, look at that. That looks cool. It's a yacht. Journal. Objectives. Tom College. You rocked a criminal? Yes, that's just what precisely is their problem. Revenue commission, ambition, it's done, it's done. Miscellaneous in the sea. Under the sea. What the fuck? Acquaintance. Sonia with the sisters. You're acquainted with the sisters. Okay, I think I'm done. I don't think I need anything more in here actually. I'm done. Done as it can be. Let's return to London. Let's go back to London. Full speed ahead. Under the sea. Oh, I can actually repair my ship. It will consume supplies. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that again. Acelos raised her head, sniffed sharply, blood on the wind. Spending a secret will improve your iron, but no higher than 50. I will swap her. Days with the regiment. The gunner ran with the regiment. The gunner ran with the regiment, the urchin gang who keep our cannon in a high clock tower. But the urchin gangs reject adults, and now she applies her skills at sea. From the way she stumbles over the story, she still missed them. Cool. Entertain your gathering. Bales, mirrors, iron, destroy. Increase the damage your attacks do. Cool. Discover bend the right. Did I do what? When? What? Where? Where am I? What are those? Those are bats. Do I have to... Oh yes, I have to fight the bats. Fire! Oh shit, shit, that's bad. Oh boy. Fire. What do we found? In a pool of blood. They are suckling with the stolen blood. Into the boat! Their may touch leave you shuddering. This will slightly reduce terror. No, I actually want into the pod. Little leathery corpses lie across your deck. The rest of the swarm vanish in the needy dark. Take it into the core. Those little bones are troublesome, and the flesh is a little gamey, but salt them well enough and they are quite edible. Discover the flocks of bats outside the dog colonies. 20 fragment gang. Okay. Feed the crew with the bones of the little guys. Where is this? December 4th, 1887. Oh, yes. The fucking thing. I remember this thing. This is the well. There are things in the well, but I don't remember what was in the well. Something ancient, maybe. What is that? Is the London Tower? It's the Tower of London? There's nothing you're gonna tell me about this. Nothing at all. So I need to 360 no scope this shit. Oh, all clear. Damn. What is that? Okay, yes, everybody calm down. There is 9. Fallen London. Wolf Shack docks. Let's dock in here. Ooh, the Revenue Man. Her Enduring Majesty's Costume Service works closely with both the Ministry of Public Decency and the Masters of the Bazaar. Today, they have elected you for the inspection. Don't cheek them. Let them do their worst. You have nothing to hide. This will almost reduce to your suspicion if your suspicion is 5 or more. Declare all controlled goods. This will also reduce your suspicion if your suspicion is 5 or more. Pay the custom duty on any unexpected souls or romantic leisure you're carrying. Surrender your smuggling. And you're smuggling sunlight. Tell your way out of the search. Set something aside. No, actually, I don't have nothing to hide. No more than 5 unstumbled crate of human souls, unstumbled sunlight, film mirror. No more than romantic literature. Vexed and frustrated, they roam your deck like wolves. They tear through your belongings like termites. At least they leave. At last, they leave. Returning to London. The lights of London welcome you home. This story only ends when you have been at sea for a little while. Collect messages from the harbor men. All the clatter and song of the dockside, it soothes the soul. Another message for you. Let's see. Something has changed in the need. Something wants to sign on. That's all for now. You now have one of these. Another day, a free evening. The Rose Market bustles on Rose's Wharf. Who will be there today? So many things. A very fine evening to you, Captain. What you might call mentors is very fond of adventurous sea captains, and he would like to offer you what you might call a dispensation, on account of he is so fond of sea captains. Behind the blind browser on the dock stand a dry pilled high with fuel and supplies. Who is this patron? Is there a catch? An airy wave. He runs a very fine and very liberal establishment just across the river, what is much patronized by sailors and by men of wit and vinegar, and public house, and there is no obligation to speak of. My patron will hope only that you might remember him kindly, and I suppose that if the opportunity should arise from you to return his kindness, then I do not imagine he will refuse your offer. Accept the dispensation. Do make sure you have 15 points of space in the hold, or come back later. It will be embarrassing to have to leave it on the docks. I actually think I have it. How do I see that? Ah, fucking go. Give it to me. Holy mother. Well, my patron hopes that you find these little gifts to your liking, and he expects that perhaps someday you might choose to call on him at the Medusa's head. Should the day come, we will make you very welcome and give you any safe conduct what you might require. Good evening to you. He salutes and is gone. Considered a specialist surgeon. She is staying at a respectable boarding house near the docks and has made it known that she is available for work. I specialize in amputation. It's easy to acquire unwanted appendages at sea. It's easy to acquire unwanted appendages at sea. I want to be rich and just go. Her talents could be well employed on your vessel. The culinary hair doctor increased hearts and iron. 30 echo. I have there. She comes with a bag full of knives and her own personal sharpening stone. Don't touch these. Don't let anyone else touch them. Okay. You got it. I have a surgeon now. Welcome aboard. Hertz plus 6, iron plus 6. Okay. That was a cool, I guess. Rose's Wharf. The Rose Market caters to collectors and eccentrics, anyone with exotic taste, and the gumption to harass sea captains. According to the archaic rules of the market, you can only make one trade per visit. Choose wisely. People at the Rose Market will pay above the usual price for specific goods. Escort some interesting acquaintances to the Rose Market. They hope to make a satisfying train. They will usher in a new day at the Rose Market and perhaps new buyers. Score some puppet plays press on uninterrupted. Personal collection grow. Words written in fogged mirrors are hastily wiped away. The exotic exchanges put in dreams. You have lost a free evening. One century, one soul. Okay, so this is the market. My lodgings. Read the morning papers. The Echo Bazaar, the enigmatic marketplace, has increased its tax on love stories. The traitor empress has forbidden singing in the streets outside her palace. The anarchists of the Calendar Council have inexplicably dynamited a drinking fountain. The Ministry of Public Decency has located and destroyed a nest of gallbladder wasps. Fragment remains unchanged at 190. You have lost one terror. Worry. New total 8. You now have one of these. Recent news. Rest in a room above the blind helmsman. What terror do I have? How do you know it? 8 terror. Okay, I can rest for 10 echoes. If you don't have the echoes to go out roistering, best stay home. Heal a wound and give a restful night. Like the rest of the city. Visit the Admiralty Survey Office. They will pay for information and see captains. Find out how and when. I trust the sisters are keeping well. They are sitting safe for enduring majesty. Notionally. Submitted. I have 5 echoes. 1 favor with Admiralty. Having confirmed the material of record, you having 1 fuel. Cool. Bendervine, what have the nearly dead been up to then? You know, the normal stuff. Give me the ego, give me the fuel and the favor, etc. Perfect. Leave the armory. Pretty good. There is no danger here. Try to enjoy yourself. Carousel in Wolford. Why I can't? I just fucked up. I fucked up. Okay, I don't have a free evening, which means I must rest in my lodgings. The rats keep you awake of nights when they're mothering and skirmishing, but the bed is warm and the doors has a lock. I think I'm fine. Shop. Let me see what I want to buy. No, wait a minute. It was 45, but I should buy it here. Crate of human souls. Okay, you have this shit. I get it. So they buy it at 23, I guess. I want to sail south, so I'm not going to buy anything actually. I could die because of that, but who matters? Ratus fever assistance. You want someone to take a look inside that? Can be deployed for quick repairs. It's dangerous work. Don't expect them back. I think this is gonna be today's episode end. I'm gonna buy that and more fuel, and we're gonna go to explore the sea in the next episode of Fallen London. Like and subscribe, the bell, etc. Everything perfect. See you later.